and work on your e-portfolio, take a look in the assignment that I posted in Schoology. The rubric is there as well as some ideas for best practices, and I have links to sites that might help you understand the concept that we're talking about there. The rubric is at the bottom. Please be sure to read the criteria and make sure that you have fully met all of the criteria for each of the components in your e-portfolio. And if you have any questions about the development or you learned something that's really great, please post it down in the comments, and that will allow us to align with the guiding principle for our class of listening, helping, and encouraging, as well as collaboration and creativity. So I'm going to go over to Weebly now, and like I said, you may choose a different tool than Weebly. However, what we found is that Weebly, being free, it's one of the easiest to use and most user-friendly for the e-portfolios. And our university coaches and our other instructors are familiar with it, so they navigate Weebly very well. If you're going to use a different tool, will you please email me and let me know? But we're going to take a look at Weebly, and notice that there's build on the top horizontal navigation bar, and that allows you to drag out any of the components onto your page. So say, for example, I wanted a title on this. I would just grab the title, and then I could enter information about this page on the page, and I can use all of the editing tools that show up. So the home page is where you'll put your professional picture and your teacher bio, and then you're also going to include placeholders for your teaching philosophy and your resume. You can choose to do them underneath as separate pages, or they can be things that just show up at the bottom of your page as well. You're going to create pages for 350, 450, and student teaching. And in order to do that, you're going to go to the Pages option on the top navigation bar. The plus sign will allow you to add a page, and you can move and change the navigation bar just by dragging the icons or the page icons under the pages or moving them back out. So this teaching philosophy, I'm trying to move to the left so that it appears as a page on its own rather than under the home page, and it takes a little bit of finessing sometimes to get that. But you can play with it, and you can see that I can go in and look at teaching philosophy. Oh, resume popped out. So now notice that resume is on my navigation bar as opposed to being under the home menu where teaching philosophy is. And then to move it back under the home page as an option, I just move that little icon in a little bit, and it allows me to set up my navigation bar. So all of these, when you add them, are going to be just standard pages, except for your teaching toolbox. That's going to be a blog page. And the reason for that is we are going to use that teaching toolbox to gather information about your progress through the course, and we're going to save tools that will be beneficial to you in your student teaching. So that will be a blog page as opposed to just a standard page. And you can change themes and do all sorts of things. Again, if you want to search for tutorials, you can, Or in the bottom right hand corner, you'll notice a blue circle with a flat light bulb icon, and this is the help. And if I want to add an element, it is going to give me instructions on how to do that. And so this is your help element, or help functionality within Weebly, and it will show you different ways to work with the program. When you're all done, be sure to publish your site, and you're going to turn in the link to your site. And we may get time on February 18th, and if not, the week after, you'll get peer feedback and work some more on your site to make it easy to navigate and professional looking. Please be sure to email me if you have any questions about creating your ePortfolio this week. And again, refer to the rubric and make sure that you have all of the criteria met for each of the items in the rubric before you submit it. There are links at the bottom of this assignment to the CEP example portfolio that we looked at earlier, and an article about, do you need a digital teaching portfolio?